Welcome to Echo Chamber Insight. I'm Chamber Insight, your anchor for today's top stories. Hit subscribe for more updates. Our headlines: global tensions escalate as leaders meet for urgent talks, while a new scientific breakthrough promises hope in the fight against disease. Stay with us for the latest updates and expert analysis. Here's the summary of each news that you are going to hear. President Joe Biden's new plan to address student loan debt in Wisconsin aims to provide relief to millions burdened by student loans, targeting specific categories of borrowers. The plan could cancel up to $20,000 of unpaid interest on federal student debt, benefiting nearly 4 million Americans and alleviating financial strain amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Before we start, if you like being up to date, please subscribe and hit the bell notification to be up to date on news like this every day. New number 1: the recent incident involving a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 has sent shockwaves through the aviation community, raising concerns about the safety and reliability of commercial air travel. During takeoff in Denver, the aircraft experienced a catastrophic failure as it lost an engine cover, which subsequently struck the wing flap. The severity of the situation prompted an immediate investigation by the Federal Aviation Administration, FAA, underscoring the gravity of the incident. Despite the harrowing nature of the incident, the crew's quick thinking and decisive actions ensured the safe return of the aircraft to Denver, averting a potential disaster. Miraculously, there were no reported injuries among the passengers and crew on board. However, the disruption caused by the incident resulted in a significant delay for passengers traveling to Houston, highlighting the broader impact on air travel operations and passenger experiences. The lack of transparency from Southwest Airlines regarding the maintenance history of the aircraft has raised eyebrows and fueled speculation about the root causes of the incident. This incident comes on the heels of a series of engine issues involving Southwest Boeing aircraft, including an aborted takeoff in Lubbock, prompting further scrutiny of the airline's safety protocols and maintenance practices. As the FAA launches a criminal investigation into the MAX 9 planes, there is a renewed sense of urgency within the aviation industry to address systemic safety concerns and implement robust measures to safeguard passengers and aircrew. The outcome of these investigations will be critical in shaping the future of aviation safety standards and restoring public confidence in the integrity of commercial air travel. New number 2: recent developments in Gaza have sparked international attention and concern as the United States weighs in on Israeli troop movements in the region. The belief that Israel's withdrawal of troops from Gaza is for rest rather than a new military operation suggests a temporary reprieve in the ongoing conflict. However, the situation remains precarious as Israel continues to conduct airstrikes in areas where Hamas maintains a presence, indicating that tensions persist despite the troop reduction. The decision to reduce troop presence in northern Gaza comes amidst escalating violence between Israeli forces and Palestinian militants, particularly Hamas. While the withdrawal may offer a brief respite from direct military engagement, the continuation of airstrikes underscores the volatile nature of the situation and the challenges in achieving lasting peace in the region. The cycle of violence has led to widespread devastation, with Gaza's largest hospital, Shifa, bearing the brunt of the damage. The aftermath of Israeli airstrikes and raids has left Shifa Hospital struggling to cope with the influx of casualties and the destruction of vital infrastructure. The humanitarian crisis in Gaza has deepened as essential medical services become increasingly scarce, exacerbating the suffering of civilians caught in the crossfire. The devastation inflicted on critical infrastructure further compounds the challenges faced by humanitarian organizations and aid workers striving to provide assistance to those in need. As international pressure mounts for de-escalation and efforts to address the root causes of the conflict, the situation in Gaza remains fluid and uncertain. The United States, along with other stakeholders, continues to call for restraint and dialogue to prevent further escalation and alleviate the suffering of civilians. However, achieving a lasting resolution to the Israeli-Palestinian conflict remains a complex and daunting task, requiring genuine commitment from all parties involved to pursue peace and reconciliation. New number 3: former President Donald Trump's stance on abortion laws in the United States has stirred significant debate and controversy. Trump believes that abortion laws should be determined by individual state laws rather than imposing a national ban. By advocating for state-level decision-making, Trump emphasizes the importance of respecting states' rights and autonomy in shaping their own policies regarding reproductive rights. In outlining his position, Trump has expressed support for exceptions in cases of incest, rape, and when the mother's life is in danger. These exceptions acknowledge the complexities and sensitivities surrounding abortion decisions, particularly in cases where pregnancies result from traumatic circumstances or pose serious risks to the health and well-being of women. Trump's assertion that states should decide on the legality of abortion through voting or legislation reflects his commitment to upholding the democratic process and allowing for public discourse on this contentious issue. By leaving the decision-making authority to individual states, Trump affirms the diverse perspectives and values held by different regions of the country, recognizing that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to addressing complex social and ethical issues such as abortion. While Trump's stance aligns with the principles of federalism and states' rights, it has sparked fierce debate among proponents and opponents of abortion rights. Critics argue that leaving abortion regulation to the states could lead to significant disparities in access to reproductive health care and rights across the country, potentially undermining women's health and autonomy. Conversely, supporters view Trump's position as a step towards decentralizing power and allowing states to enact laws that align with the preferences and values of their constituents. As the debate over abortion laws continues to unfold, Trump's perspective adds to the complexity of the discussion and underscores the need for thoughtful consideration of the diverse perspectives and interests at stake. Ultimately, the question of abortion rights remains deeply divisive and emotive, highlighting the ongoing struggle to balance competing values and interests in shaping public policy. New number 4 President Joe Biden's announcement of a new plan to address student loan debt in Wisconsin marks a significant step in his administration's efforts to tackle the ongoing student debt crisis. With this plan, Biden aims to reinvigorate his disillusioned political coalition by delivering tangible relief to millions of Americans burdened by student loan debt. By targeting specific categories of borrowers, the plan seeks to provide federal student loan relief to those who need it most, addressing inequities in the current system and alleviating financial strain on individuals and families across the country. One of the key components of the plan is the potential cancellation of up to $20,000 of unpaid interest on federal student debt for borrowers, a move that could have a profound impact on nearly 4 million Americans. This targeted relief is designed to provide much-needed financial assistance to those struggling to repay their student loans, particularly amid the economic challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. By reducing the burden of interest payments, the plan aims to create pathways to financial stability and economic opportunity for millions of Americans grappling with the weight of student loan debt. Biden's proposal comes at a time when student loan debt has reached unprecedented levels, posing a significant barrier to economic mobility and exacerbating existing inequalities. As the cost of higher education continues to rise, many Americans are saddled with debt that hampers their ability to pursue homeownership, start businesses, or save for retirement. By taking bold action to address student loan debt, Biden's plan reflects his administration's commitment to promoting equity and expanding access to economic opportunities for all Americans. However, Biden's plan is likely to face opposition and scrutiny from critics who argue that it could have unintended consequences or fail to address the root causes of the student debt crisis. Additionally, questions remain about the feasibility and implementation of such a sweeping proposal, including how it will be funded and administered. Nevertheless, Biden's announcement signals a willingness to confront one of the most pressing challenges facing millions of Americans today, signaling a new chapter in the fight for economic justice and opportunity. New number 5 Japanese Prime Minister Fumio Kishida's visit to the United States holds significant implications for the bilateral relationship between the two countries. One of the primary objectives of Kishida's visit is to strengthen ties and reaffirm Japan's commitment to collaboration, particularly in the realm of space exploration. By confirming Japan's participation in NASA's Artemis moon program, Kishida underscores the importance of international cooperation in advancing scientific exploration and discovery. In addition to space exploration, Kishida aims to highlight Japan's contributions to the U.S. economy, particularly through the automotive sector. With Toyota being a prominent Japanese company with significant investments and operations in the United States, Kishida seeks to showcase the mutually beneficial economic relationship between the two countries. By emphasizing Toyota's contributions, Kishida underscores the importance of Japanese investment in supporting American jobs and industries. Furthermore, Kishida and President Biden are expected to discuss ways to reinforce defense relations between Japan and the United States, particularly in the face of growing tensions with China. This includes exploring potential participation in a security partnership aimed at enhancing regional security and stability. As geopolitical dynamics in the Indo-Pacific region continue to evolve, Kishida and Biden recognize the importance of bolstering military cooperation to address shared security challenges effectively. A key aspect of the discussions between Kishida and Biden will be the modernization of military command structures to facilitate better cooperation and coordination between the Japanese self-defense forces and the U.S. military. By aligning military strategies and capabilities, both countries aim to enhance their ability to respond effectively to emerging threats and maintain a secure and stable environment in the region. As tensions with China continue to escalate, Japan and the United States are committed to working together to ensure peace and security in the Indo-Pacific. And that concludes our exploration today on Echo Chamber Report. If you found these insights valuable and want more Chamber Insight, don't forget to hit the like button, share this video with your friends, and subscribe to stay updated on all our future discussions. We value your perspectives, so feel free to leave your thoughts in the comments below. The conversation doesn't end here, let's keep breaking down barriers and fostering open dialogue together on Chamber Insight. Thanks for joining us on Echo Chamber Report, and until next time, stay curious.